All right, we're back and we're about to lay down some ceramic thick from Detail Co. This is our 5-year plus coating. It's super slick. It has amazing self-cleaning abilities, and it is a premium blend coating at an unbeatable price on thehouserags.com. So we did the one step on this vehicle. Let's get you in and check out that paint so you can see what we're working with. And you can see we're looking real nice now on the Acura. Pillars looking right. These were just crazy hashed. But looking right now, all that good stuff and more. And it was a process. So I did the one step with the Detail Co. in-game, and it was looking all right, but like I expected on the more freshly painted panels. And a couple other spots, there was just a slight haze to it, and it was driving me crazy. So what I did at the end of the details, I came back with basically a light glaze primer polish. That's what this is, a primer polish. About 15-20 minutes, one pass over the whole vehicle, and that's what got it looking like this. It looks phenomenal. It's always a good time when you get to pull out Ferrero anyway from Labo Cosmetica. And this is a coating prep polish, primer polish. So we can just go straight in the coating, but I'm gonna show you a proper procedure with the panel wipe. Detail Co. panel wipe, super slick, and it's gonna prep up this paint nicely. And sometimes, you did the panel prep polish, and sometimes you just wanna reassure yourself it's all prepped up. A light panel prep ain't gonna hurt anybody. So we got Oblivion panel prep, pairing it up with my Mr. Twister towel. I really like the Mr. Twister towels on application, but you know what? Let's not use purple Mr. Twister. I got a new color and kind of a brand new towel to show you, so let's check it out. Unveiling the new Mr. Twisters. Let's call them Mr. Twister V2s. So this is going to be the green Mr. Twisters. There will be even more colors of the Mr. Twister on the way, but you can see it has a beautiful new package. It's going for a more glossy look, stand out in all our storefronts, whether it's H2O, Detail Supply, shout out to Hector, or wherever else you're going to find the House of Rags towels in the storefronts. We wanted that package to pop in storefronts a little more, so we redesigned the packaging and give you some more colorways to choose from at the House of Rags. On the back has all your good information. 70-30 blend, made in Korea, 600 GSM, 16x16 quantity 3. It has all the information there for you. Now, the unveiling of the Mr. Twister V2. Let's check it out. So the V2 Mr. Twister, it is an overall upgraded version of the Mr. Twister. Whether it's literally every fiber of this towel has been redone, from the yarn to the dyes to quality control to the suede border. And overall, let's get in here and compare the two from the V1 and the V2. The V1 Mr. Twisters will be available until they're sold out, and then they will go away. So they're gonna be at their same unbeatable price. The Mr. Twister V2s will have a price increase because it is a more premium towel now, but will still be at an unbeatable price point. So let's compare the two towels and let me show you the upgrades for a V2 Mr. Twister. So when it comes to quality control of the Mr. Twister, you can see the new Mr. Twisters, the twists are like at a very uniform pattern. The sewing and the make of the towel is just superb. When we come over to the old Mr. Twister, still doesn't affect the performance of the towel, but visually you can see the twists are kind of a little crazy. They go this way, that way. They're just a little unruly. Where the new version, very uniform, very pleasant to look at. Just an overall increase in the quality control, which is going to be going forward with all our towels at the House of Rags. Looking at the suede border, the first suede border we used on our version of the Mr. Twister was a more effective price point for the towels we were aiming to make. But this version of the suede, after some uses and some washes, especially if you washed them with other towels, would start to hold on to like towel fibers and lint. But overall, this one has been washed multiple times, and you can see it's still pretty nice, pretty even, pretty straight, and it did its job very well. So moving from the V1 Mr. Twister to the V2 Mr. Twister, the suede borders have absolutely went up in quality. we actually reached out to a suede manufacturer in South Korea. That way we could locate a more premium suede for our towels. And this is just as high quality as you can get. Super soft, super nice, and just an overall upgrade for the Mr. Twister towel. And you may say, what's the big deal about suede? To begin with, the suede border gives you control of the towel. I really like the feel of the towel that suede gives it as well. And why you would pick suede over something like the silk borders. Silk borders are fancy, they're cool to look at, they look like a really nice towel and they feel like it to you, but to your paint, silk's not the way to go. Suede's definitely the way to go. It's absorbent. Instead of pushing liquids or grime around on the surface like the silk border does, the suede will actually absorb it into the towel. It's a much softer material on paint than the silk is. The silk will feel softer to you on your skin, but to paint, the suede is actually a much softer material to offer you a scratch-free finish when working on your vehicles. So there you go. The V1's Mr. Twisters, of course, are available until they're sold out. Once they're gone, they're gone. They're gonna be at a super value-oriented price until they're gone. And the big bad Mr. Twister V2s are coming in hot, fresh from South Korea. Multiple colorways are on the way. I'm super excited about the revamp. I'll tell you about more towel revamps as we get going. It should just be a few short weeks and we should have the first wave of V2 towels kind of coming in. Oh, and I forgot to mention dyes. So the dyes we use on all our Thor towels going forward as well go through a kind of color bleed test where they're soaked, they're washed multiple times to see if anything fades, see if anything bleeds. If it bleeds or if it fades, we don't use that dye. We run through multiple dye tests, compare multiple dyes at a time. And all our Thor towels going forward will have dyes that have been through all these tests and should prevent fading, dyeing, bleeding, transferring, all the colors we test vigorously against multiple other dyes to decide which color the towels should be. And the green Mr. Twister is going to be one of the first wave of V2 towels. So I'm excited about it. Hope you're excited about it. This video is not about towels, but hey, I got excited. I want to show you what's coming down the line. The V2 towels are coming. The V1's still a super nice towel. More value oriented. The V2 towels are designed to offer you that premium experience, give you a premium product. And we picked green because why? Well, the panel prep's green, so why not match it up? So we'll have a few towels oriented to matching up with our Detail Co products. All right, so panel prep. Panel prep's gonna do a great job of getting in here. Spritz one on our panel and getting into the pores of the paint, lifting any oils, any old whatever could be left on the surface. Nothing should be left over at this point because we've polished when in-game compound. We compounded with in-game compound and then actually came back with the primer polish of Labo Fierro and got this paint really dialed in. So like I said, we used Fierro, so we really didn't have to do this, but I want to show you the full processing prep stage, which is simply wipe on and wipe off. I like to wipe in those long linear motions, and now we have a perfectly prepped panel for our ceramic coating. And it's as easy as that with panel prep. So if you're gonna coat your glass, same goes with the glass. Spray onto the glass, spray onto the towel, and we're just gonna massage or apply that panel prep to the surface. Simply flip or have a separate microfiber towel to buff any streaks. And boom, now we have perfectly prepped paint, perfectly prepped glass. Let's get to applying thick and show you, hopefully, the crazy jetting effect it can leave on the car. And I think it should have an effect on this paint. And we'll apply classic Glassy since we applied the panel prep and got it all prepped up over here. Alrighty, so we got a fresh bottle of ceramic thick from Detail Co. I'm gonna unbox it. We're gonna give it a real good shake. About 10-15 seconds. And you're ready to go. Give it a good crack open. Today's humidity is probably pretty high, 60 to 80 somewhere. So I like to load up pretty good. So we're gonna stick to the normal application of ceramic coating thick without using the hack of the wet towel wipe down. I'm gonna draw a draw line, make me a nice little box, and begin to fill the box in. This is a sweating type of coating, but it's not a profusely sweating type of coating. So you'll get slight sweating, but you're not going to get big sweating beads, but you will start to see the coating push against itself. I'll get you in here and show you what that looks like. We'll get our final level prepped and our level 1 color coded, level 1 white, final level black. So you can see the sweat beads, the sweat lines separating, that solvent flashing off the surface, leaving behind the coating. And when you see that profusely sweating going on, it's time to wipe. So level 1 towel, I just like to take it and kind of knock down them beads. Kind of reapply same pattern. And then we take our plusher final level towel and we give it a good buff. Go around the outline one more time just to make sure there's no high spots. And boom. What we're going to notice now is look at this transition line. From uncoated to coated, it's an immediate difference. Hopefully you can see that very evidently. From uncoated to coated, it deepens, it darkens, it enriches, it leaves behind some serious protection. So ceramic thick leaves behind some serious beef on the surface is what I like to say, some serious protections. It's super slick immediately. It's very enjoyable to wipe around and touch. So now we'll apply to our other half of the hood. You can apply just a couple more dabs. Load up with about 20 to 25 dabs, and then you can do 10 to 15 after that. Find your line. Make sure you trace over that line, go over it. And we're just going to coat the whole other half of this hood. And it's hot here. I've got the fan on. Probably should turn the fan off, but it's just, it's hot. We're making it work in the summertime, everybody. So, not a lot of dust going on right now, so it hasn't been much of a problem today. So we're going to coat pretty much whole panels at a time. Like I'll coat the whole half of the hood when I'm not trying to show you a 50-50, and just pump this thing out, get it done. And 30 minutes to an hour later, especially in this heat and humidity, thick's ready to get the heck out of my garage. So again, we laid her down, we let it sweat. Now we're using level 1, kind of go over our reapplication, go over our application lines and just kind of massage in, and then final level, I give a good buff. Because I feel like thick really likes a good buff. It almost feels like you're rubbing it into the paint a little better. That might just be me though. But she is thick, so I like to massage it into the paint. Super instantly slick. And I'm not rubbing with a lot of force. I'm just kind of giving it a good buff. I'm getting some good results. My goodness. So I like to do just the whole hood now. Get our edges, make sure there's no high spots hanging out somewhere. Boom, we got half the hood coated. And it's just real evident from one half of the hood to the other where we've applied thick. So you can see kind of the darkness. And then over here, It just doesn't have that darkening effect that thick gives that surface. Still looks great because we polished it out real nice, but thick really adds the cherry on top. So next up we have Classy Glassy. We're going to quickly apply to the windshield because it takes no time at all for application. I'm just going to grab one final level towel for the buff off towel. And it's as easy as prime the pad. Our glass is all primed up. Let me go get the step stool real quick. That way we got maximum coverage going on. All right, now that we got the step stool, I'll retrace that line. It's not going anywhere. Do the top part of our windshield, and then we just apply in a nice uniform pattern. You can get under the wiper blades if you want to. And we're going to let that do its thing on the windshield. I'm going to reapply. And now I'm going to go apply to the other half of this windshield. You meet in the middle there where you previously applied to the other half. All right. Now about time you applied to the whole windshield. We can get up here with our final level towel, and it's pretty much soaked into the windshield at this point, but we're just going to give it a nice firm buff around the windshield. Then I like to flip, give it a nice firm buff, and you'll just see it. You'll see a slight haze, but you'll see it start to melt into the windshield. After, just keep buffing, everybody. Just keep buffing. Get under the wiper blade. One final wipe, good to go. Let's go to the other side. Make sure you get the top part here. Sometimes high spots like to hide up there. So make sure you get your step ladder and ensure you've buffed off everything. And it's really easy peasy. Under your wiper blades, double check. And boom, just like that, this glass is coated now for the long haul. And boom, there you go. That's the application of ceramic thick and Classy Glassy. It really doesn't get any easier. I'm literally in just about 100-degree weather here, sweating it out. You just want to avoid dripping on the paint if you're like me out here, sweating it out in the heat. And these didn't give me any problems at all. These were much easier. You're not gonna, fight the paint correction the whole time and then have to fight a coating. That's the worst thing in the world. Easy to apply. This is what we went for with these coatings. So that's all I got in this one. Wanted to give you an overview of the application of thick, application of Classy Glassy. Of course, this will stay on the maintenance plan, so we'll get it back in hopefully sooner than later to give you some visual hydrophobics of each coating and how to maintenance wash them, all that good stuff. These definitely make your maintenance a whole lot easier with their self-cleaning abilities and all that good stuff. So there you go. Detail Co Thick, Detail Co Classy Glassy. Go check them out at houserags.com.